And if you're following on Zoom, you probably have better sound than if you've been following up to now on Instagram. We're going to see how we do with that today. So take a comfortable seat and just come to find where you are today. Just sit and breathe. In through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now just keep breathing in that pattern and try to keep that pattern throughout the class. But for the moment, just let your mind wander. Check in on your body. How's your body feeling today? Is it carrying over any activity you did yesterday? Are you still sleepy and tired? Or have you been up for hours and beginning to get well into your day? But for now, we'll just get started by rolling our shoulders forward, up, back, and down. 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 And now we go again in the opposite direction. Forward, up. Sorry, I'm just not working with technology well this morning. So that's reminding you which pose to be doing at any time. So back, up, forward, down, back, up, and forward and down. Back, up, forward, down. And again, moving backwards. And now forwards again. And shrug your shoulders right up by your ears, and then down again. Up towards your ears, and down again. Up to your ears, and down again. And now lengthen your neck up out of your spine. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And feel the difference that makes to the weight of your head. If it's straight up out of your spine. If you tip it forward, it's heavier. If you tip it back, it's heavier. But if it's coming straight up out of your spine at any time, that's the easiest way to carry it because all the bones are stacked on top of each other. And now we're going to do some gentle neck rolls. So bring your right ear to your right shoulder. And we're just going to go forward. Bring your chin forward, down towards your chest. And then bring your left ear to your left shoulder. And back again. Chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest. And left ear to left shoulder. And just one or two to the back. So go to the back. Don't go too far back. Don't strain your neck. Right ear to right shoulder. And back again. And then just keep on going round till you get to the starting point. Now place your right hand down on the mat. Either place your right hand or you can put your whole arm, whatever feels right today. So put your hand down and bring your left hand straight up, not forwards and not backwards. From the side you can see. And you just bring the arm over the top. Again. And over the top. So feel the stretch down along your right hand side, your left hand side, sorry. And enjoy the feeling of that stretch. And now, bring that hand in front of you. Place the left hand on the floor. Right hand up overhead. Bend the elbow on the left hand and look up towards the elbow of the top hand. And again, feel that stretch along your right side. And now coming down. Bring your hand in front of you and bring the other hand in front of you and just give yourself a simple stretch here. Now come to sitting straight. Your hands to start with beside you on the mat. Toes pointing towards the ceiling, pointing towards your nose. Pull back towards you. I'm going to start by just oiling your ankles. Point the toes, bring the toes in. Point and flex the ankles. Point the toes, flex the ankles. Point and flex. Now bring the hands in, put that in front of you. Point and flex. Point and flex. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. You stay where you are, but bring a fist motion into the hand movement. So like this. When you flip. And like this. Hands stretched. Hands to a fist. Stretched out and into a fist. And we keep moving with the breath and with the feet. And keep going like that. Now, come to your hands and knees. And then bring your knees back, or bring your sit bones back all the way to your heels. And stretch out in child's pose. Put your forehead to the floor. Your sit bones to your heels, and feel a nice long stretch along your back. This is a relaxation pose. You can return to this pose at any time during your practice or any other practice of yoga to take a break. Now we'll come to hands and knees again, and we'll move between those two positions. So hip and sit bones to heels, and up to tabletop. Sit bones to heels, up to tabletop. And back. So inhale, come forward, push into the hands. Exhale, sit bones to heels. Inhale, forward, push into your hands to support yourself. And exhale, sit bones to heels. Inhale, when you're in this position, your fingertips and your knuckles and the palm of your hand are pushing into the mat to protect your wrists. So the hands are active anytime they're on the mat like this. And back again to your heels. Anyone with vulnerable wrists is probably not protecting them by using the finger muscles. And it might not be the only cause, but it can help if you keep your fingers active in this pose, because we're going to stay here now for a couple more minutes. So first, just pat out your fingers slightly. and then come back and bring your left foot to the right and look over your right shoulder. So the left foot comes all the way over the right calf and then back. Right foot over the left calf, look over your left shoulder. I'll show you from this angle. So we're doing this. That gives a nice banana shape to the spine. It's a curve we don't often bring in when we're exercising, but it's a handy movement to have in the spine. And now back into our starting position. If you tuck your toes under, push your hips up and back towards the ceiling. And we're in our first downward dog. So remember what I said about hands into the mat, pushing, fingertips, knuckles, base of the palms, especially the thumb knuckle, the base of the thumb. Support your hands, support your wrists by engaging your finger muscles, and now walk back with your hands towards your feet and rise up to standing. Now do some simple sun salutation. Inhale, arms up, out, up overhead, look up, and then fold forward, dive with your chest towards your feet, hands to the floor, bend your knees. Inhale, fingertips to the floor, look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold forward again. Walk your hands forward, slightly further than you think. Bring your right foot between your hands and drop your left knee to the floor. You might want something under your knee here, but to help support it, push your foot, the flat foot into the ground. And now bring your hands to your knees, the front knee. And if you're balanced here, bring your hands up overhead, look up and lean back gently upwards. Now bring your hands back to your knees. Then bring your hands to the floor on either side of your foot. Tuck the back toes under to lift and bring the front foot back to meet the back one. And we're back in our downward dog. Now bring the left foot forward. Now you see I grabbed it forward there, and that's fine. Or you can take a few steps to bring it. Bring the right knee down. Right foot flat on the floor. Push into the floor to support the knee. Bring your hands to your front knee. And bring the hands up overhead. Or stay with your hands on your knees, it's up to you, and lean back gently if you feel that's right for you today. Now bring your hands back to your knees, bring your hands to the floor, tuck the back toes under, lift the back, and bring back. Hands back, walking stepwise. And rise up to standing. Now from here, hips back, and arms up overhead. Check your knees, look down at your knees, make sure they don't come past your toes, and then look up between your hands. If this is too hard, you can bring your hands to your hips. But you try to look up backwards. So curl your tail under and suck your belly into your spine. This is a tough pose, but it's great. I'm just turning to show you. It's great for working the thighs, the glutes. Now, I said tuck your tail under. So actually tucking your tail under and bringing your tummy in to your spine to protect your lower back here. And then folding forward, bring your feet halfway along the mat and come to a seat on the floor. Now lie down and bring your feet in as close as they'll come to your glutes. If you can grab your ankles, that's great, but you may not be able to. I can't. Hands on the floor. Push into the floor with your feet, push into the floor with your hands, grip the mat with your fingers and push your hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower, 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 one vertebra at a time. Inhale, hips towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hips towards the ceiling, and we're going to hold this here for a couple of breaths. So really grip the mat with your fingers, push up with your hips, engage your glutes, engage your quads, front of your thighs, and hold it here for a couple of breaths. In and out through your nose, tuck your chin to protect your neck, look straight at the ceiling, don't look right or left, and then lower gently down, one vertebra at a time. Now bring yourself to seated again, either roll to one side or rock and roll up. Bring your legs wide. I'm going to do it at an angle. You just go wherever it's comfortable. And walk your hands gently forward. If there's any pinching in your back, you might want to sit on a block or a cushion or even a stool and put your legs out wide and then just lower. And when you've got as far as you feel a stretch, toes are still pointing towards you. If they're not pointing towards you, you might want to bring your legs in a bit. But once you've got as far as you feel a bit of a stretch in your legs, maybe in your lower back, no pinching, turn your hands up and just sit here for a moment. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, let yourself fold a little deeper. Now walk your hands back towards your seat, bring your legs together, roll back onto your back, and bring your feet up towards the ceiling, feet parallel to the ceiling, and find a position that's the easiest to hold. You may do this up against a wall. If you're watching on replay, you can pause it here, it's lovely to just put your feet up against the wall and relax. So not too far forward, not too far back, but just directly so there's minimal muscular involvement. If you want to wiggle a little bit, that's fine too. Now bring your knees into your chest. Bring your arms out to the side, hands up, and roll your knees to your right hand side. I'll just turn a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'll turn like that, and roll your head and gaze out past your left hand. There's a nice twist all the way up through your spine. And now come back to center. Exhale. Knees to the left, gaze to the right. I just realized I didn't put the dog toys away. I'm just in my line of sight there. But just hold that twist and feel it all the way along your spine. Like a corkscrew. Bring your knees back to center. And bring your feet out in front. Now bring your palms beside your body, palms facing up, knees maybe slightly bent. You may want to put something under your knees if you find it uncomfortable. You stay where you are. I'm going to sit up to guide you through the most important pose of the morning, and that's Shadasana, or corpse pose, which brings together all the benefits of the yoga you've done so far. So breathe gently through your mat, through your nose, and let the benefits of this morning's yoga take hold in your body. Breathe in and out through your nose. Let your body be totally supported by the ground. Scan through your body gently. See if you're holding anywhere, and if you are, maybe let go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. If there was any part of your body that was niggling before the practice, how does it feel now? If there's any part of the body that maybe found the practice difficult, how is it feeling now that you're letting it go? Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now maybe find a little bit of movement in your toes, in your fingers. Or if you have the time, you may want to stay here and ignore the coming up to seated and just stay lying. I'll just bring everyone back up for a few breaths to bring you back to balanced breathing, but if you want to, just stay there, ignore me, and take as long as you like. So if you're following me up to seated, bend your knees, roll over onto one side, and come up to seated. Now we just do a little bit more balanced breathing to set you up on your day. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now gently open your eyes. Lift your hands out to the side, look up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then bring your hands down in front of you. And thank yourself for taking time out of your day to nourish your body, and thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again tomorrow, either live. I'll be right back here. This is Catherine. I'll be right back here live on Instagram. You can join me on Zoom, which has better image, better sound. And if you check my Instagram bio and the link in bio, you'll see a link to sign up for the morning Zoom class. And anyone who signs up for the morning Zoom class will also get a recording sent to them when I get around to actually uploading the recording, etc. They get a link to the recording, and that link will stay live for about 5 or 6 days, so you can do it at your own leisure. Okay, thanks very much for joining me this morning, and hope to see you back again tomorrow. Bye.